like LDS is going to be a really expensive technology to try to adopt. I mean, is it more expensive? And if not, how do you reduce costs using LDS?
Mm-hmm. That's a very good question too. LDS is not a very expensive technology, and as I mentioned to begin with, we most of us carry LDS parts around in our cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
Cell phones are not the most expensive items on the market right now, so
Yeah.
the cost pressure is enormous, and LDS can perform in this very, very competitive environment. So there we can see that LDS is definitely a possibility to be highly commercialized and to be profitable. But of course, there's ways to have an LDS part less expensive than others. If we have a part that has structures on both sides, of course, there's more handling involved, and it takes longer to do this. So minimizing the amount of laser covered area, the amount of handling, and also minimizing the cost for the plastic itself, that definitely reduces the cost. One thing we have to keep in mind, plastic resin, an LDS grade plastic resin is typically a bit more expensive than a standard plastic resin of the equivalent kind. So we probably calculate something like 10 to 20% surcharge on plastic resin to begin with, plus the laser structuring process.
And Stephan, what makes laser direct structuring, LDS, a better solution for an antenna than, say, a foil, a flex, or a metal stamp, which are the most commonly used technologies today?
Mm-hmm. The common technologies, foil, flex, stem metal sheet antennas, they all come out of a two-dimensional area. So it's basically a sheet. It's designed as a sheet, and then afterwards being cut up, and you bend it in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not truly 3D. If you want to become truly 3D, if I may use this part as an example, so there's no way you have a foil or a stem metal sheet that you can bend around all these shapes here right now. Now, if you want this to be an antenna on an object that receives information from above or below, this will be an ideal shape to do this with. But there's no way to do this with a flex antenna. So you have to have multiple flex antennas and stitch them together to simulate something like this, or you just want to use the organic shape of this part, and that's where LDS comes into play and really is able to do these types of things.